Hi all, welcome back to the final whistle then for the Championship predictions week 18. This season is absolutely flying, by the way. Good results for some teams, not quite Leicester, but welcome everyone, get involved. We are going to look back how we did on week 17. Results for some, not quite for others, but how are we, boys? Rich, how are we? Looking fresh tonight, mate. All ready for the show?
Yeah, little trim, Jack. Thanks for the compliment earlier, saying I look younger.
That's all right, mate.
Steve thought he was talking about him.
I had as well, you see, so,
I'm good. 3 points in Hull. Not the best game, but it's a win on the board.
Steve, how are we?
Oh, as happy as you can be with the dross that we got served up on Tuesday. But I guess the positive is that I wasn't sat right next to the home end getting it all game Jack, whereas you were getting pelters the entire game. So, some positives at least.
I tried behaving myself. A few exchange of words during the game, especially when they scored 3 times, by the way. But yeah, let's just say it weren't quiet in my side of things. But
your food looked good.
My what?
Your food.
Oh, it was nice. Bit tad expensive though. £12.50. Yeah, I think the chips didn't really live up to it. There was just lukewarm, basically. A bit shit. The chicken on the other hand, really nice. Really nice. Korean barbecue sauce, which I fully enjoyed. A few sesame seeds on there, bit of pigeon stuff. The food was probably the best part of the night. But a long way back for me and Steve in the end, down from the south coast, and the 1,000 Leicester fans that also travelled. But what's the scores on the board? How bad have we done this week, and how good have we done, Steve?
Well, Jack, unfortunately, you've not done good at all. Another week with 0 points. No points whatsoever. Falling significantly behind now. Rich, you did slightly better. You got 1.
Well, we'll take 1.
Which is a good, you're still pushing ahead of Jack, which is the most important thing. And I made some big games this week. I got 3 correct. So I'm on, so the scores on the doors are 16 for Jack. Still the same as last week. I think it was on 15 the week before that, so not great. Rich, you're on 23 and I'm 21. So doing all right.
What games did we get correct?
So I got the Norwich Oxford result. I got the Derby Swansea and the Blackburn QPR result, and then Rich, you got the West Brom Birmingham game correct.
1-1, wasn't it? Love to see Oxford scoring in the 95th minute. Oh, what a happy time it is at Carrot Road.
Well,
even Nigel, my mate Nigel in the chat.
Well, he says you look younger.
Well, thank you, Nigel. Let's not talk about the cricket. We've got another week till that ruins our weekend. Steve. Do you reckon he'll make it to Saturday? Starts on Thursday, doesn't it? Thursday morning at 4. Might get to Saturday morning. I'd like to think
we'll get to Saturday, but with the fact it's the pink ball again on a pitch that we don't have a lot of history on, I'm not looking forward to it.
No, I'm not confident. You're probably more confident about Leicester getting a result this weekend.
I doubt it. I'm actually more confident of everybody losing. So,
Boys, can we actually quickly talk about the Championship? Someone posted it today. So from second, which is Stoke City, down to West Brom in 17th. It's 8 points. 8 points between 17th and 2nd.
It's mental. I mean,
it's crazy.
You just got to put a run together. Look at Derby. I think, are they in 7th now, Jack? I think they've won...
8th. They're 8th.
Is it they've won 6 out of 7 or 5 out of 6 or something like that? You can bounce right up the league. And then if you like West Brom, who've not got many good results in the last few, they're down in 17th and probably thinking, Yeah, it's a season of struggle, but it can soon turn around. A couple of victories, and away we go. Like Ipswich, I think we're up to 5th with Millwall winning last night, and we haven't really played that well. I'll have to admit that we haven't really played that well this season, and win tomorrow night at Oxford, and I think we go 2nd, maybe just for a few hours, but the quality, what I've seen so far, is pretty poor apart from Coventry.
Question. Obviously, there is an extra game on Tuesday this week with Blackburn versus Ipswich. Are we including that in this week's predictions?
Is that midweek to call?
Your scores we gave last time.
Yeah, we'll do that. I've not wrote it down.
Let's not forget that. Come on, don't forget that, because Blackburn won't be very
happy. I forgot what I went for last time.
When was the original game?
It was end of
there you go. Yeah. So the original game, week 6, Jack, you had Blackburn losing 2-0. I had Blackburn losing 2-0, and Rich, you had Blackburn losing 2-0. So,
and it was 1-0 at the time with 10 minutes to go. So we were all being incorrect anyway.
Yeah. Rich, you'll miss Norwich when they're gone. No more East Anglia Derby.
Well, that was not a great result, was it, for them on Tuesday night against Oxford? I mean, Oxford are down there. I think they're now 3rd bottom. They've dropped in after the Blades won. Look, Norwich have got to start winning games, Jack. They have to. I think they've got QPR at home Saturday. Would you say that's a must-win game? Because I would.
It is. Let's have a look at week 17 then. So we'll start at the MKM. Hull City 0, Ipswich 2. Wasn't the greatest of games, was it? But Ipswich managed to score the goals and take the points.
Really. Yeah, look, I think it was real low quality. I mean, for about 65 minutes. I mean, the first half probably was worse than the first half against Wrexham. I mean, that was from both sides, boys. They were poor, but I can't say that we were any better. We were sloppy, not a lot happening, and I'm thinking, is it going to be another 0-0? And then we make some substitutions, and probably Philogene comes on and he creates the first goal. He was probably the difference. And then the game opened up because they sort of had to attack a little bit, and it was 2-0, and we probably could have had more goals. But I think when you go away, if you keep a clean sheet, Jack, you're going to be happy. You take a point, but we got 2 goals. We've won. I think we won 4 and drawn 2 in the last 6. So we're looking better. We're getting going. Another game tomorrow night, short turnaround, and there'll probably be a few more changes because McKenna likes to change his team up. Oxford be a tough game because
I agree, Colin. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Sometimes I think in this league you do want to play well, see your team play well and score lots of goals, but sometimes you just got to dig in and just take the 3 points and just move on to the next game. But that won't be an easy game tomorrow night down at Oxford. You boys have been down there. They took a point off you, Coventry, and I think Borough. So, yeah, I'm expecting a hard game.
I think just to come back on what you said, Rich, about you just take the points and you don't have to play well. I'll be honest with you, mate. We just want a player to turn up and actually put an effort in. Just one would be nice,
Where are you sitting in the league now, Steve? You're in that pack, aren't you?
Like 16th or something like that. 15th, I think we are.
15th.
Yeah,
is he
15th.
Under pressure, the manager? Is he under pressure?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes, he is.
But he's under the pressure from the fans, but I'm not sure he's under pressure from the board because they're still looking to appoint a technical director. And will they make the effort of sacking the manager before they bring their own technical director in to then have his own manager in sort of thing? So I think we keep him until the new year at least.
We deserve to be relegated. Napa is to blame, spending £70 million on a load of. Are you confident of top 3, Colin?
Colin will say yes, because I know Colin. He'll say we'll finish in the top 2. He might actually say we'll win the league, which might be a little bit of a stretch at the minute. But you never know.
Possibly too much effort. Yeah, a lot of pressure for Aluko on Tuesday night, especially being thrown in at the deep end. You've got to sort of bed these players in and give them minutes way before these games against Southampton. It's a big game. It is. And, 10-15 minutes against Swansea a few weeks ago would have probably done him better, bedding him in gradually, but we haven't. We just threw him in there because we had nobody else to put there. Ricardo obviously don't play midweek games, and look what happens when you throw a young lad in there with lack of experience in first team level, and that's what you get your just desserts, really, don't you? But
were Southampton that good, or is it just you were poor?
I think we play into their hands a little bit because they like to. So look at how they played against Charlton. You know, they were happy to give you the ball, but if you have a high line, which Charlton did, they'll punish you. And we have, for some reason, even though we have Vestergaard at the back, we were playing the highest line we've played all season against two quite quick wingers and a good forward. So I think they were really good, but we were also fucking atrocious. And as soon as that first goal went in, you thought this is going to get ugly, and it almost did. So I think they are looking better. They are a better side for sure with the new manager. And also, he's quite looking at his post-match interview. I wouldn't want to get on the wrong side of him because my God, he's intense.
My boss said I've not actually heard him talk, and he said he gives a long pause and then quite a short answer, and he's just like. I think he's German. Is he German, Steve?
German.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So look, he's probably going to get the job. I'd have thought when you've won 4 games on the bounce, you think he's temporary managers. Sometimes they're just sort of holding the fort, aren't they, for someone else? But I think when you're doing that well, I think he's probably deserves to at least till probably the end of the season. I'd have thought.
Yeah, and also I just want to say I give Stoke and Hull some shit. Southampton is actually quite a nice place. I quite like Southampton, so positives for them.
Well, we had a little bit in the comments, didn't we, Jack? After the last show, who was giving Birmingham stick?
You.
Was it me?
I got thrown on the bus. It was you, Bellend.
Me and Steve got the brunt of it being Leicester fans because he thought you was a Leicester fan.
No.
And it was
outrageous.
Unbelievable. You're sitting there laughing about it, Rich, behind your shredded wheat box, mate. And there's me and Steve getting done for it. Yeah. Unbelievable.
And then when I was like, oh, well, I've not seen many people inject heroin in the middle of a dual carriageway. He was like, but you get that after a game. I'm like, do you get that after? I've never gone out
after a game.
I don't go out the KP and just see somebody going, hang on a sec, mate. Give me a second. I'm just going to, what are you talking about?
Yeah, well, talking about a team who is running away with 3 points probably every week, to be honest, it's Coventry. 4-2 win at the Riverside. Great counter-attacking football from what I read in the reports and that. Coventry are really doing well under Frank Lampard and banging goals in like it's no one's business, Steve. Top of the league, 10 points clear of second. They're probably going to go on and do it, aren't they, if you look at it in hindsight? Yeah,
I mean, we said in the last show that they're just going to keep steamrolling, and that's what they're doing. They have a very good squad. They have a very capable manager at this level, for sure. And he's been given time to bring in his own players and bleed them through. So, look, fair play to Coventry. They are unbeatable, and I think if it gets to the new year and because they're 10 points clear now.
10 points.
If it gets to the new year, they could be 16.
My boss watches this show, Steve, and he's a Coventry fan. And he said, every time you give them praise, it's through gritted teeth.
Well, yeah, because they're Coventry, of course. Of course it's through gritted teeth.
I'm not
openly saying, well done.
You expect to just sugarcoat it from D and say, you know what, it's all right, boys. We're rivals, for God's sake.
Did you see it today? I watched the highlights. Did you see Tommy Conway's miss at 2-2 for Borough?
I agree,
I mean, that could have been 3-2. It's little moments in games, Steve, when that goes in, Borough go 3-2 up, they're probably going to win that game. But I think when you're used to winning, and they were 2-0 up early and then they got back to 2-2, you just find a way, don't you?
Yeah.
You find a way to win games because you're confident and you all believe in everything. And if you're losing, you probably end up losing that game. If you're in losing,
and they're not just finding a way; they're smashing teams.
They are.
They've scored 47 goals so far this season after 17 games. That's scary. They're on. If it carries on as it is, they're on for scoring 150 goals this season, which is incredible. So look, they're gone. We can just not talk about Coventry again. Well, we'll just carry on.
I'll take the positive of them not scoring against us, of course.
Yeah, there is that.
All City fans are the same, saying, you know what, they've scored all these goals, but not against us. But we move on.
We've got them next week, Coventry next Saturday. So
smash them.
Yeah, it's going to be quite interesting to see because we haven't really got going at the minute, and if we are a little bit sort of lacking intensity like we have been in certain games, I think they could run all over us. So it'd be interesting to see how we get on against them.
Lampard for Ipswich would be ideal if McKenna left.
He's not leaving. Lampard's not leaving for a Championship side now. No. I don't even think he'd leave for a Premier League side that are in sort of 15th below.
I don't know why he's good.
Well, yeah, he's effectively a legend, or he's getting legendary status if he gets them promoted. So.
Yeah, my boss told me a stat today, Steve. There's only one Coventry manager in their history who has won 9 games out of 10 twice. That's in their history, and it's Frank Lampard.
Yeah,
and that is unbelievable. Wow. Like in the Championship's all about momentum and winning games, but I mean to do it twice in less than a year? I think he's probably, or maybe just over a year he's been there. I mean, you just got to take your hat off to him, because I respect him, because he could have easily, after sort of Everton, he could have sat on the sofa, he could have done match of the day, and he could have not had to worry about putting himself under pressure. But he's put himself back out there, and I think he's probably going to take him to the Premier League, and then you'll see what he's like when he gets there. You know, I like Lampard as a person. I've always liked him as a footballer. I think he's a decent person. So
they'll get relegated with 6 points. So that's fine. They can have all the plaudits now, and they'll go down with 6 points. It's okay.
Do you think Coventry will win the league, boys, or can you see Ipswich or Southampton catching them?
I can't see anyone catching them.
I mean, we've got to play them twice in a short space of time, boys. In December, we play them next Saturday, and then we play them right at the end of the month. So if we beat them twice, then you can put yourself in that conversation. But I think they can have a bad run. They could have a bad run now and still, I think, win the league comfortably. And you're not going to need as many points normally, I don't think, Steve, as you'd probably normally need to get in the top 2. I'm talking about like when we went up that season and you won the league. What did you get? 98 points, was it?
Yeah, 98. Yeah.
And I think we got 96, and then Leeds were in the 90s, and Southampton were like low 90s as well, weren't they? So it's going to be this season.
And they're more. I mean, they're halfway to 80 points already. 17 games. We're not even halfway through the season, and so you can imagine they'll be on sort of 50 plus, 55 maybe come the end of the year. So that's just it's terrifying. It's terrifying.
Unreal. Be interesting to see, boys, quickly what sort of player they target in January, because you might sign a player who is going to help you get over the line. Yeah. And he's not going to be good enough for the Premier League. So it'd be interesting to see what sort of player they try to look for.
Lamps is doing an excellent job. Yeah, it's a real possibility Coventry go on and win the title, and that's all I'm going to say on it. Ipswich and Southampton, when they obviously face each other, it's good. If Coventry can go and beat Ipswich and Southampton, then you can be really nailed on, aren't you? Beating the teams that people thought would actually be up there this season. So I think that's what it's about. Rich, I'm going to come to you with Norwich. 1-1 with Oxford. Late Oxford goal. It's been 89 days since Norwich last won in the league. The team is currently experiencing a winless run of 13 league games.
Right, let me have a look. There was a player they bought on Friday. Oh, no, Tuesday. I can't remember what his name was. He came on. I'm looking here. He came on. Jurasek. He came on 75 minutes. Yeah. And he lasted 16 minutes, Jack, on the pitch. And I see Philip Clement after the game basically saying he made the wrong substitution. He was talking about his fitness. They're in real danger of get cutting adrift if they're not looking out Norwich now, because I think now Sheffield United winning that game, Jack, last night, I think they're 6 clear, aren't they? I wish they were 10 clear. Wish they were 10 clear, but they're 6 clear already. And I think the Blades will pull away. Portsmouth are probably a team that Norwich are looking at the minute, I think on 17, that possibly they could get dragged in, but you've got to win football matches, Jack. We're nearly in December and Norwich have not won a home game. That was their first point at home all season. Yeah. It's dreadful. It's dreadful. As an Ipswich fan, I'm really happy. But if you're a Norwich fan, you're going to be looking, where is your next 3 points coming? It's QPR at home Saturday. They need to win. They need to win that game. You got to win. You have to win, because teams are going to pull further clear, and what a shame if Norwich are in League One.
I agree.
Look, but then we've been there. We've all been in League One. We know what it's like, You can't just say you're a big football club. you won't get relegated from the Championship because
you're never too good enough to get
relegated. Leeds were down there. Southampton were down there. There's loads of clubs falling in there. Yeah,
Forest.
They've all been down there. So
Derby.
A lot of them. The list goes on.
It does. Steve, the Nathan Jones derby ended up 3-0 to Stoke. Mm-hmm. They were giving him pelters, the Stoke fans. They were calling him an anchor and everything.
He's not in a good week, has he?
What a win for Stoke. What a reaction they needed after that in the 2 defeats they had prior to that game. They needed a response and got one in. They blew Charlton away, basically.
Well, they scored 2 in 5 minutes, from the start of the game. So it was always going to be a tough challenge for Charlton to get back into it. But to be 3-0 down by 35 minutes, I don't know how that feels, to be honest. It's not happened to us at all recently. But yeah, let's be honest, Stoke, they were decent against us. They were unlucky not to get the win. I think they fully deserved the win if they'd got it. And it just shows that a little blip like that can sort of push you. Because I feel like sometimes, like with Coventry, it's losing a game. It might not seem like a big deal because you can then learn from that. The team, if they win, and then, they'd probably get a bit too sort of over-egoed about it all. Whereas a defeat would actually work out to be quite helpful because then it sort of brings them back down to the ground. And like, okay, Coventry lost they beat Stoke, and then Stoke lost to us 2-1 when they should have won the game. I think that, again, they're another side that you can see just pushing on. And, come January, they might still be in the sort of top 3. They'll probably strengthen, and they'll go from strength to strength from there. So, yeah, as much as we talked earlier about there being a divide by only a few points between like sort of the playoffs down to 17th, 18th place, this is the point where you see teams start pushing ahead. And I can see the front 3 at the moment with Middlesbrough, Stoke and Coventry doing that. I can see them just keep pushing on because everyone else is taking points off everyone else, and yet they seem to be a bit more consistent. Maybe not Middlesbrough to an extent because they lost against Coventry. They drew the week before that. They've only won 1 in the last 5, but you can't say that they've still not been decent. And add Ipswich to that, who are starting to pick up points as well. Like we could see a big divide.
Would you add Southampton in there?
Yeah.
I'll wait until after the Millwall game to decide whether or not they'll be in there because they're on 24 points. They're only 3 points off the playoffs, but you can see it. But we all know with a caretaker manager, as soon as they get the job, sometimes it doesn't quite work out for them. But you could make a case for 5 of the 6 playoff places being teams that are just going to push way ahead. And it's nice in a sense to not see all of the relegation sides in there fighting for the title because parachute payments and everything like that.
Parachute payment FCs, yeah, as the like to call us in the Championship. Boys, the panel have got a question then. How much do Norwich City get for Sargent in January? I don't think they're going to get anywhere near the £16 million that they wanted in the summer. I'm sorry.
10 maybe.
10, 8 at a push.
Out of contract in the summer.
I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
I'm not sure.
Well, he's just been poor then, isn't he? So maybe half that, £8 million, half the 16, so £8 million.
I'd say so. What do you reckon, Rich? 8 mil?
Yeah, I think you're probably fair there. I mean, they probably should have cashed in on the summer. I think he was going to go back to Germany, weren't he? He was out there. Yeah. So not sure why that sort of fell through because they weren't going to get any more than, I think, was it Wolfsburg, I think, were after him? I don't think they could get any more than what they were offering. So
they offered 12.
I could see like a Burnley possibly sign him. I could possibly, Steve, see a Coventry sign someone like Josh Sargent. I don't think that would be a bad sort of destination for him. But I don't think 23 million, is that how much they could have got? Wow.
He's not scored a goal since August the 30th.
I was going to say
he refused to go.
He refused. Oh, there you go.
He hadn't scored since August the 30th, as Steve's just said, and that would Blackburn away, I believe, Steve.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's 3.
Well, he's their main man, isn't he? He's their main source of goals.
Keeps going.
No goal in 13.
So,
if he doesn't start scoring, they're going to get relegated. I think that's going to be
talking about a team who, everyone thought when Colton Morris got injured, they'd sort of fall off a little bit. Derby, 2-1 winners against Swansea boys. And I think most of us probably went for a draw in that game. I think all three of us did, didn't we, in that game?
Steve went 2-1.
Steve went 2-1, yeah. So Steve backed Derby to win 2-1. They did without Colton Morris. So it proves Derby's team ethic that they don't rely on one player, which I guess that brings real togetherness in the team that they can help amongst the squad. I don't know if the Swansea manager took charge, did he, Steve, in that game? The new manager?
I'm not sure. Is he? I think it was his work permit, wasn't it, that they were still waiting for?
Might have been.
Might have been. He might have been there. He might have been.
Watford won, Preston won. That ended up a draw.
Let me down. Didn't know Watford 2-1 should have been nailed on. Unbelievable.
And then Southampton 3, Leicester City 0. I think we'll just wipe that off. You want to
put that in the rearview mirror. You don't want to talk about it, do you?
We're not talking about that. We're just moving on with that. That ain't worth talking about.
Did Harwood Bellis score 2?
2 easy headers, and one of them were offside.
Don't matter. You should have to defend it.
Me and Steve agreed at half time. Whether it's offside or not, you still got to defend it. You can't go switching off and thinking, you know what? Yeah, but it's offside. The linesman's just going to pull his flag up. At the end of the day, you play to the whistle in football. Yeah. And then Fast just lifts his arms up like every game. And it's like, okay, then, well.
I enjoyed getting back into Southampton and going to watch a gig instead. So, that was the positive.
You stayed there, didn't you, Steve? Stayed in Southampton?
I stayed over, I stayed in a hotel on the sort of harbour front. It was, Southampton, quite a nice place. There was if you ever go to Southampton, you're looking for some food, there's a place called Smoke and Pepper, which did a meaty burger. So it was 2 burger patties and then a chicken breast on top. Very good. Very good. I highly recommend it.
Sounds better than yours. Sounds better than yours, Joe.
Yeah, well, I don't think Steve got a picture of it. But he didn't show me what it looked like.
No, I didn't. Unfortunately, I'd taken a bite of it and I was like, I should have taken a picture for the group, so I forgot. But,
all right.
But I did get explosive diarrhea in the evening, so I don't know if that was that or the
that doesn't need to be discussed. That doesn't need to be discussed.
If anyone's having their tea, put Steve on mute for now.
That don't need to be discussed on here. Right. Awful. Should have took a look off. Yeah, Dawn. He probably shouldn't have actually been put in a game like that, to be fair. But we move on. 3-0 defeat on St. Mary's. An absolutely awful night for Leicester City. And no one turned up apart from Southampton. So we're going to leave it at that. Wednesday's games. Blackburn 0 QPR 1. Apparently both teams were really crap in the game. A game that I think we said last week that a goal either way in that one between the two. Sheffield Wednesday lost 1-0 at the Den. Sheffield United 3, Portsmouth 0. First goal from Patrick Bamford.
That annoyed me. I'd got 3-1, so annoyed me.
Oh well.
Where do I think Leicester are going to finish? When we get the points deduction in that, it could be problem.
I'm looking at the table levels. You've got Millwall are in 4th place, and they've got a -4 goal difference.
Yeah. Yep. It's mad. Well, Wrexham 2, Bristol City 0. I said Wrexham have been very good at home this season.
Straight scored direct from a corner. Did you see that? I think it's Thompson.
Was that Broadhead, were it?
No, Broadhead got a quality goal. He got a great goal, cut in and just bent it in the corner. I think their second goal was direct from a corner. Well, someone's having to go at Birmingham in the chat. Steady on.
I agree. Southampton isn't a shithole. Birmingham.
Say no more, boys. Say no more.
The centre of Birmingham is actually quite nice. There are some nice areas in the actual centre.
I love how
the ballroom's
nice. I love in the chat.
I like the Christmas
Jack
market.
tries to smooth everything over. Where do you think Birmingham finish in the league? It's like, just get into them.
Yes, of course, Jack. As much as this is your show and we should listen to you. Birmingham itself isn't a shithole. It's the roads outside of Birmingham where people are injecting heroin into the shithole. So,
right, there we go. Finish that.
Is that Aston?
Birmingham's nice. Birmingham's nice this time of year for the Christmas market. but it is expensive, by the way. I'd advise people to probably avoid it, to be honest, because it's more than your 8 price range sometimes. Depends where you go. West Brom 1, Birmingham 0. West Brom 1, Birmingham 1, sorry.
Yeah, it was 1-0. All the Birmingham fans said, oh,
God. They want Ryan Mason.
They want Ryan because we're slating Birmingham because it's a shit.
They think Ryan Mason, some fans would have probably said they wanted him sacked. I know Lee was on about it. If they don't win the next game, they want him gone.
Well, 22 points in 17th.
The thing is with West Brom, they always seem to be up there somewhere around the playoff spots. I mean, they used to have a fantastic championship team years ago.
But I suppose they're another team. All their money's run out from the parachutes, isn't it now? So they're just back in the mix with a lot of other teams.
Where is Southampton located? It's on the docks, mate.
Well, no, he said St Mary's.
Oh, yeah, where it is on the...
Yeah, it's up from the city. It's about a 10-minute walk from the city centre. It's not too bad.
They've got some nice ships and that out on the view of St Mary's, by the way.
Shits? You're talking about Steve's diarrhea again?
Right.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
Yeah, shit.
There was this... I walked down to the harbour area and there were these two... there were Asian guys and they were putting mussels onto lines and then cast them into the sea.
Yeah.
And I don't know what they were catching because the bucket was empty. But I said to him, well, how long have you been here? He's like, oh, we've been in 9 hours. And I'm like, 9 hours? You've not caught anything in that time. Maybe do something else with your life.
Wow. And again, you boys go and watch Leicester and you spend 90 minutes. So there you go.
No, 60 actually. I was only there for 60. Thank you very much.
Oh, you left early, did you?
Yeah. So I met Jack at half time. I was in the pisser when the fucking third goal went in. And I was like, do I go? No, I'll wait and I'll give it to the Hearts and see what people like at half time. Then it got to sort of the 60th minute and we were passing the ball backwards and forwards between defenders. And whenever they got the ball and he went out for a goal kick, Begovic was wasting time. We were 3-0 down, by the way. And the ref went over and said, pack it in, I'm going to give you a yellow card. At that point, I'm thinking, why are we time wasting when we're losing 3-0? Fuck it. If they don't give a shit, I'm leaving.
But I did talk on the last show about taking positives from like when you're losing 3-0 or 5-1 like Charlton. So he did draw 0-0 in the second half. You got to build on that.
Yeah, I think more of the point is that they didn't care. So.
Oh, well.
Well, they're passing it around the back and you had all of us skip at left back.
Did you know there was a gig on, Steve, or did you just stumble across it?
Sorry, say that again?
Did you know there was a gig on, or did you just stumble across it?
No, I stumbled across it. Yeah, no, it just happened to be like 15 yards up the road from my hotel. So I was like, oh, and I'd heard of the band, but not really heard it, if that makes sense. Like I'd been across them before. So I thought, fuck it, let's have a look. And then I asked there was a young lass that came after. I said, there was no like branding. So I said, what's the name of the band? And she was like, and she told me, and she was like, and I was like, all right, fuck you. It's not my fault. I've come from the football, love. All right.
Yeah, well, 30 quid for one half. When you're passing it round the back and you've got Oliver Skip at left back, I think it says it all.
Come on, let's move on. Come on, don't talk about Leicester anymore.
Let's go.
You're even depressing me.
If anyone was interested, the band was called the Raven Age. So
there we go.
Raven Age.
Better music than football in Southampton, Steve, but we move. Right, week 18 then of the championship predictions. And we're going to start with a Friday night football at the Kazam. Oxford have done quite well against Leicester, Coventry and Middlesbrough. They've picked up points there against some of the big sides in the league. Will they get anything from Ipswich, Rich, or will Ipswich have too much for them on Friday night?
Look, I think it's a tough game because obviously we played on Tuesday, but so did they. I know we've got to travel, and I think McKenna will probably do his usual and probably make 4 or 5 changes. But like you say, it's a tricky game because I think the majority of people would expect us probably to go there and beat them, I would have thought. No disrespect to them. But like you say, you went down there as 2-2. I know you had a man less, but they drawn with Borough, they drawn with Coventry. So they're scrapping away at the bottom. Now, part of me wants Town to win, which would be obviously great. But on the flip side, if we did actually lose, which I'm hoping obviously that we don't, it would stick Norwich right in the shit. So there's a little silver lining there's a little silver lining to the cloud here, boys. So I'm still going to predict a Town win. I think it'll be tight, and I think I'll go 2-1 Town.
Yeah, we are adding the Blackburn Ipswich result at the end. So, yeah, keep your eyes peeled for that one. I'm going 2-0 Ipswich.
I'm going 3-0 Ipswich.
Wow.
Also, we've not copied each other as of yet. So
no, I think Casey McAteer will score a goal in this one as well.
To be fair, he played the other night.
Yeah.
And he done quite well. McKenna was praising him up. Ryan Giles, who plays the Hull, their left back, I think he's their main assist maker. And he kept him really quiet. Now, when I'm spending 12 million on a winger, I'm not really expecting him to be like brilliant defensively. But he done a good job. So I think you've got to just praise him for that. I'd like to see him give a little bit more going forward, but a positive, a tick in his box, Jack, this week.
There we go. Right, the Tom Cannon derby at the King Power at the weekend. Leicester taking on Sheffield United. The Blades, well, they've won their last 3, I think it is, 3 games unbeaten. They've found their feet now as they start to pick up the points. They are out of the relegation zone and they are starting to climb the table. I've got 1-1.
I've gone 2-1 Sheffield United.
Fair enough.
I'm going to go 2-1 Leicester.
Oh.
We've all gone for different results.
Cheer you boys up.
2-3-1. Collins gone. 6 games, 3 weeks. That's savage for Ipswich. Leicester 2, Blades 2. Evening Jack and Co. Evening Filbert Fox. How are we? Leicester 1, Sheffield United 3. Hope just put Sheffield on there because to get irritated up there when
Did
you
hear about? Oh, so you
about
American owners wanted to potentially buy them and merge the club.
It was actually quite funny because I said to Lee on Tuesday at the Town game, Jack, who was there vlogging, because he's a Wednesday fan. I said, how many interested businesses have you got of buying the club? And he said, well, there's quite a few. But he said about the American owners of Sheffield United wanted to merge the 2 teams. I've never had anything so ridiculous in all my life.
Yeah. Imagine how tone deaf you are to be an ownership, to be like, let's merge the 2 Sheffield. They hate each other.
Shirt. Blue and red. Oh,
half and half. What would the badge be?
Combining the badges together as well.
It could be black and white instead.
Oh, I don't think they both accept it either. And the way to even think about coming out with that.
I guess the badge would be like the blade going for the owl's head.
It probably would. Yeah. Lee's a great lad. He won Content Creator of the Year as well. Yeah, if you watch the Football Content Creator Awards, Lee did win a couple of awards. So yeah,
got 2, didn't he? Got 2.
Got my mate Lee around the ground, who Rich met on Tuesday night. But yeah, Sheffield United unbeaten in 3, 1 draw, 2 wins. Tom Cannon and Patrick Bamford have scored in their last few games. So I'm just glad them two have got their goal droughts well and truly out the way. Yeah, 1-1. Boys, let's go Fratton Park. This game, oh my days. Pompey and Bristol City they're so unpredictable this season, to be fair. Bristol City lost on the road last time against Wrexham. Portsmouth won their last home game 3-1 against Millwall. Rich, I'm going to come to you about this game. How do you think this one goes between the 2 sides? Because they've both only won 1 in the last 5 between them.
Yeah, Pompey are they're inconsistent. And so Bristol, they've sort of dropped off a little bit, haven't they, after their good start? They're still, sitting 7th, so they're up there.
Yeah.
I expected, I think I said on here last week, I expected a little bit more from Portsmouth this season. I thought they might sort of push on a little bit, sort of to maybe mid-table. I think it's a home game, Jack, that they have to win, because if you look underneath them, they're getting dragged down to that bottom 3. But then Bristol going away, they'll be probably looking for a win after losing at Wrexham. Bit of travelling for them, down to Portsmouth. This is one that could go either way. I'll go for a 2-1 home win.
How many points do we predict? For which game? Which game are we on about? I'm going 1-1 at Fratton Park.
I'm going 2-1 Bristol City. So we've all picked different results for all three games so far.
This is good. The Jack's learning.
Yeah.
He might get somewhere if he doesn't copy.
Gordon says Marty out. I think there's a few Leicester fans in that mind, Gordon. But the question is, mate, who would you replace him with at this minute in time? Because there ain't many managers out there. And Gary O'Neill...
Luckily, Jack, we don't make that decision. So it's down to the club to make.
Yeah. 2-1 Pompey. I think he means how many deduction. That won't be decided. I believe that is now underway, though, this court case thing with the hearing and that. But we're not going to hear anything till the end of December / the start of the year, so next year. So I don't know. But I do probably think the Premier League are going to throw the buckets, aren't they? They're going to want to make it a tough, torrid time for Leicester City. The amount of times we've pissed them off. So we'll see what happens. Right, Bet365. Stoke taking on Hull City in the Battle of the Cities at the Bet365. Last time Stoke played Hull at the Bet365, Hull City won 3-1 away from home. Steve, what you got for this one, mate?
I've gone for a 2-2 draw. I think. I think it'll be a Desmond. Is that what it? A 2-2 draw.
Desmond 2-2. Desmond 2-2.
Desmond
2-2.
Stoke and Hull produced no draws in their last 4 meetings, with all matches decided by a winner. Rich, what you got, mate?
Hull were dreadful the other night. I thought they were really poor. I was looking at them thinking, you're 5th in the table, and you've literally hardly had any shots on goal. The atmosphere there, I don't know what it was like when you boys went there. It was pretty sort of tame. I'm going to go for a 2-0 Stoke home win.
Yep. 1-0 Pompey. Oh, he's on about the deduction. 3-3, 4-1, 2-0. You know your football, Colin. He's one of Rich's mates, Colin. I think we would do well for Farker if he will do. If Farker leaves Leeds, you'd basically bring Farker to Leicester. Is that what we're saying? I mean, Farker's a good Championship manager. He just isn't a Premier League manager. I'm going Stoke City 3, Hull City 1. I thought I'd make it interesting with some of these predictions this week. I didn't pick that one. The brother did. So, we move on. Oh. Right, the next one is Coventry, the league leaders taking on Charlton. Charlton have been pretty poor in their last 3 games, by the way. They've conceded 9 goals and only scored 1. I've got Coventry winning 3-0.
That's what I'm going for. I mean, you've just lost 5-1 at home to Southampton, then you've lost 3-0 away at Stoke. I mean, the team you don't want to probably play next is Coventry away, who are scoring goals for fun. I think 47 goals, boys, in 17 games. This is unbelievable.
It's ongoing, isn't it?
I think Thomas Asante's out now, so their only fit striker at the minute is Ellis Sims, but then he's come in and he scored 2 the other night. This is a real tough game for Charlton. They're dropping like a stone, aren't they, Jack? A little bit now. They're up there, flying high in the playoffs. But 3-0 goal.
Steve.
Crazy how Rich copied you there, Jack. But fair enough. I've gone for a 4-0 Coventry win. I think they'll smash 4-0.
An emphatic win then. Coventry 1, Charlton 2. That's the championship.
I do agree with Sean there, because you do get some crazy results, but
you do.
I don't think it's going to be that crazy.
5-0 Cov, 4-0 Cov, 6-0 Coventry.
Do they still do the pools, Steve? Is the pools still exist?
Yes, I think so.
This would be a banker, wouldn't it, on your pools coupon?
Yeah, 100%.
Didn't they
Jack doesn't know what that is. Jack, do you know what the pools are?
No.
Oh my
Jack,
God!
did you ever play Guess the Ball and where you get a little scratch?
Spot the ball. Great,
yeah.
Isn't it?
All right. Yeah. Well,
it's literally no. It
right.
doesn't want to talk.
The last time Coventry had a massive result, by the way, I think it was QPR at home. Is it 7-1?
Yeah.
Charlton can't afford to be playing that style the way QPR did. Vernon's.
Well, to be fair, they beat Sheffield Wednesday 5-0. And that was after the 4-0 win against Millwall. So, and to be fair, they beat Millwall Middlesbrough 4-2. So they've got a history of scoring some goals.
Rich, apparently you're quiet, mate.
Well, I'm as loud as I can get, Colin. I'll shout a bit louder. Can you hear me, everybody?
The next one is Middlesbrough taking on Derby. I don't know where the bloody picture's gone, but yeah. Middlesbrough, Derby. I've got 2-1 Borough.
Oh, copied me this time.
So this is Kim Hellberg's first game then?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think so, yes.
Yeah, because he wasn't in charge, was he, the other night?
No.
It says here, this is on Football League World, new Middlesbrough head coach Kim Hellberg has revealed that he has been aware of the club since a young age with their famous 8-1 win over Manchester City, one of his standout memories. Do we all remember that in the Premier League?
Surely they would have gone for... Didn't they win a Carabao Cup?
They did.
Yeah, surely you'd be like Swansea. Oh, it's not Swansea, is it? It's Middlesbrough.
Was that when he had
They did win the Carabao Cup as well, didn't they? They won it on Southgate.
Yeah, but also they were in the European, they're in the Europa League semi-finals.
Really well,
no, the final.
Yeah, then they got smashed 4-0. I'm not sure who beat them.
Was it Deportivo or was it Alaves? It was one of the two.
Possibly.
Yeah, so surely you'd remember them for that rather than...
Who was manager? Here we go, Steve. This will test your football knowledge. I know this. I didn't even have to look at it. So that game when he's talking about Borough winning 8-1 against Man City, who was the Man City manager?
Sven.
Bang on. There you go.
Oh.
Spot on.
Go on, Steve. Borough 3, Derby 1. 1-1 draw.
Where's this game at? Where is it at?
Is it Borough?
Oh, you'd expect a home win then, wouldn't you?
The Riverside.
Yeah. What are you going for, Rich?
2-0 Borough.
2-0. Lovely. Millwall taking on Southampton. Whoa. This one is it could be. I don't see. I think Southampton will go and win this. They won 1-0 in a friendly. That was the last time they played at the bloody Den, by the way. But in league competition, they also won 1-0 at the Den. 2023 in league format in the Championship, 4th of November. I've got Saints coming away with all 3 points, 2-0.
I've gone for a 3-1 win.
Tom de Eckert. I'm going 3-1 as well. That was what I'd got as well.
3-1.
5 on the bounce. 5 on the bounce for Saints.
3-2 Southampton. 0-0.
Oh. Yeah, I'm going 3-1. What did you go for, Jack?
I went for a 2-0 Southampton.
Yeah, I think they're going to continue to climb the table.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, four wins now on the bounce.
I mean, what did Finn Azaz play like the other day? I think he's quite a good player for them. They obviously signed him from Borough. Scored.
We don't want to talk about it.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying nothing either.
Okay, all right.
I don't want to talk about Leicester City.
Oh, look at this game! Wow.
Right, Carrow Road, Norwich taking on QPR. 89 days since their last win in the league. I've got Norwich winning 2-1 against QPR. I think they'll finally win. This will be the game. Steve?
No, I've got a 1-0 QPR win.
When you were nodding, I was like, has he got something different? Rich?
I think they might scrape another point. You know, little small baby steps for the Canaries. You know, I don't think it'll be the best result at home if you're taking 2 points in 2 out of 6 in 2 home games. I'm going to go 1-1.
Yeah, that's what Colin's gone for. 1-1. Legend. 1-0 Norwich. Adam's gone 1-0 QPR. He also goes on to say that Millwall haven't lost a home game this season.
There we go.
And there's another stat for you if anyone's wondering. Right, next one. Sheffield Wednesday taking on Preston. Barry Bannon about scored an absolute corker of a goal yesterday. he shot from wide out and the keeper were backtracking. I thought it were going in, you know. But they did put up a good performance against Millwall, I thought, last night, to be fair. They gave it everything. But I've got Preston coming away this one 2-0.
Yeah, I can't see. Go on, Steve.
No, you go. I've been
2-1 Preston.
2-1. Steve?
I've gone 3-1 Preston. I feel for Sheffield Wednesday because obviously they've got that points deduction and the last few games, like I know they haven't won in 5. When was the last time they won a game? It was a while ago, wasn't it? Yeah, they haven't won since they beat Portsmouth in September. So not ideal. So it's only going to get worse. But they've just signed Nathan Redmond on a free transfer. So
has he signed? Oh, they signed him.
Yeah,
I see they've been allowed to sign free transfers, haven't they? Now I see that's been.
Millwall lost at home to Wrexham. Oh, so that isn't right then, Adam. Millwall have lost at home.
Oh, come on, Adam.
Steve, can you check that back, mate? About Millwall at home this season.
Can.
Too many games for such a small squad. Yeah, 46 games is a lot.
They lost.
2-0
and Coventry battered them 4-0 at home as well.
There you go, Adam. What are you on about?
There we go, mate.
Do better, Adam. Do better. He's an Ipswich fan as well. I'm disappointed in you.
Say that Millwall lost at home.
And Middlesbrough beat them as well. 3-0 at home.
Here you go, Steve. I've got something for you. So Adam, he's an Ipswich fan who I've known for quite a while. He sat next to us against Swansea. Guess what he was wearing on his feet? I was absolutely disgusted.
Crocs.
Turn up in. Jack, how did you know that?
Because the question is, did he wear socks?
He had socks. Yeah, it was in November. I'm not going to Swansea wearing no.
No, I'm a Croc advocate. I think Crocs are a good footwear, but not for a football.
Guess what I'm wearing now, Crocs.
There you go. They're blue as well. I've never owned a pair of Crocs in my life. What am I missing?
They're good.
What am I missing, Steve? Come on, sell me. Say, get a pair of Crocs. Why would
Crocs
I want to buy a pair of Crocs?
Okay, so I have a pair of Crocs. My wife bought them for me. I use them whenever I need to go in the shower at the gym.
Evening, Eric, mate.
If I just need to pop out to the shops really quickly, like fill up the car or go to Tesco's, just chuck them on because they're quick and easy. And also, because the little knobbly bits on the bottom of them, if you go for a run, they're fantastic to wear afterwards because it feels a little bit like acupuncture.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe I should get a pair.
As you get older, you should invest in a pair. They are quite comfortable.
There you go. Yeah, I'm not getting any younger.
There we go.
Then I've just my wife bought me for Christmas my first pair of Timberland boots to wear.
Oh, nice.
And that took me a solid 2 weeks to bed them in, and that was the worst experience I've had for a very long time. So I've gone from comfortable shoes.
Southampton 3, Leicester 0. Was that not?
Yeah, well, I mean,
experience?
Okay, that up until Tuesday night, it was the worst experience I've had for a little while.
Yeah, it's got Ipswich widgets on too. Adam, do better, mate. There's the comment, everyone. If you've missed it, Adam saying Millwall haven't lost at home this season.
Come on, Adam.
They've lost 3 times. They've lost 3 times.
You've got to come on here with your facts, Adam. Mate. It's no good being wrong and making yourself look daft. We can't be having that. Can't go on like this, can it, for you, Adam? It can.
I did actually think that Steve's going to say that he runs in his Crocs.
No, fuck that. I've watched a video of somebody doing a marathon in Crocs and their feet afterwards are in bits. So not a chance. Not a chance.
Unbelievable. Right. West Brom taking on Swansea. Oh, he's got to win this game, Ryan Mason. I've got West Brom 1-0 winners.
Oh, what? I was going for that. This is probably going to be the poorest game of the weekend. But I'm going to go 1.
I've gone for 1-1.
I'm going to go 1-1 now.
Oh, fucking hell, Red. You said 1-0. Now you said...
Right, well, I'll change my mind. I'll go 2-1 West Brom.
2-1 West Brom.
Lovely.
No, it would just be a 0-0.
Armchair's gone 0-0. Gone 3-1. After Baggy's even scored more than 2 this season.
They're one of the worst teams I've seen. They scored 2 at Coventry last Saturday, didn't they? Scored 2 at Coventry. Scored 2 at Coventry last week.
Eric's gone 0-0.
Wow, what a classic that'll be.
West Brom home win 1-1.
They scored 3 against Wrexham away from home.
That was early. That was very early season.
That was very early.
Yeah. And since then, they've scored 2 against Preston. And yeah, they've scored 2 in a couple of games, this Oxford and Coventry recently. So they have scored goals, just they're not winning games.
Fair enough. Right, let's go to the race course. Wrexham taking on Blackburn Rovers. Blackburn, they are doing very well away from home at this minute in time. Going into this one, they beat Preston last time out. They beat Bristol City, Leicester, and so they've won their last 3. Yeah, last 3 away from home. I've got them drawing this one though, 1-1.
1 defeat in 11, Wrexham.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing well. They're just on the edge of that playoff sort of pack. You know, they're in 10th on 25 points. So they keep rolling how they are. Get to January, they're probably going to spend a bit of money, aren't they? I'd have thought. I'll go 2-0 Wrexham. I think there'll be another comfortable home victory for them.
I've got 2-1 win Wrexham against Blackburn. I think they're averaging sort of, well, in the last 5 games, it's win, draw, win. So, you know, they're averaging a decent amount of points at this stage of the season. So I think that'll continue.
Right, the last one, the Monday night football. Birmingham taking on Watford. The last 3 games Birmingham have played at home, they've scored 4 in every single one. They've scored 12 in the last 3. Watford, will they get stung by the Hornets, Birmingham at home? What do you reckon, Rich, mate? I'll let you go first for this one.
Well, if you're a Watford fan travelling up there on a Monday night, good luck. Take your tin hat because it's a shithole. Hello, Birmingham fans. Yeah, I did slag you off. It wasn't Steve, it was me. It was me all along.
Kick him off.
It's going to be a home win. I don't think it'll be another 4-1 or 4-0. But I will go 3-1 to Birmingham. I think Stansfield will probably get another couple of goals. They're really strong at home, Birmingham. If they sort that away form out, I think they've got a good chance of the playoffs.
I changed it from a 2-1 Birmingham win because, you know, Watford 2-1, you know, it makes sense, to 3-1. And then you went and said that. So I'm keeping it 3-1, but yeah, 3-1.
Right, I reckon Birmingham's going to score 4. No,
Again?
joking. No, they're not. No, they're not. I'm winding you up, right. Birmingham 2, Watford 1. I reckon Birmingham will win at home. That's what I reckon. Someone's gone 4-0, though. I just referring to what Nigel was saying.
Nigel's a Norwich fan, you know. He'd love to see some goals, just not from his team, unfortunately.
Boys, the last one then is the one Steve mentioned, the fixture which got rescheduled. Blackburn was winning it 1-0. It's Blackburn taking on.
Never happened. It never happened.
It did happen.
It's been crossed out from the records.
It never counted. Tuesday night next week. Blackburn Ipswich.
Can't wait to go there.
Their love for each other, and will it stay dry? I don't know what the weather forecast has got for it for this time, but it could be very much raining goals in this one, or it could be a dull, cold night in Lancashire for this game. So what do you reckon, Rich? We're going to come with you for this one, mate. You're going to stick what you went for last time?
I mean, Blackburn, another place that you only probably want to visit once a season. And we've got to go bloody twice. Knowing our luck, we probably draw them in the FA Cup as well away. We go for the hat trick. So I've gone for a win tomorrow. I'll go 1-1. 1-1 draw, I think, for this. 7 points from 3 away games would be decent. We can go there and win, but I think they're going to be really, really fired up, to be honest, after that sort of...
Do you want a little weather forecast, what they've predicted?
It's probably absolutely bucket in there.
6 degrees, light rain.
6 degrees is all right in Blackburn in December. I'll take that.
Light rain, though.
Light rain.
Light rain.
That's okay.
That's all right. I'm going to go 2-0 Ipswich.
Okay. I've gone 2-1 to Ipswich, but Blackburn to score first and give it the big and then you come back and win 2-1.
There we go. I'm cheering for the team against Oxford. Rich, first time ever.
Wow. I bet you typed that through gritted teeth, Nigel.
Yeah.
bet.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
I
Right.
What? Admit that. I wouldn't be admitting that, actually.
I wouldn't even have typed it.
Fair play. Fair play, Nigel.
Right, what's the light target, boys? I think we got 53 last week.
We did get 53. I think 56. We went for 56, so 56 I think is fair.
56 this week. Everyone hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the subscribe button if you're new around here and you haven't, and you want to see more of the championship predictions in the next weeks of the season remaining, then we are your men to bring you that. So, yeah, come and get involved. It's fun. It's a laugh. It depends which team you support, actually. But no, it's good. That's week 18 done then. Rich, what's coming up on the Suffolk Crunch, mate?
In about 10 minutes, a quick Oxford preview for about 10, 15 minutes. So if you're about, come get involved in that. And then I'll do the review of the Oxford game on Saturday morning. What did you say there? Light rain turns into heavy rain.
Yeah.
Heavy rain turns into a third game.
5-0 Ipswich. Bloody hell. Right, that is it from us. We've got the match preview coming up Sheffield United for 8 o'clock. So join us for that. If you're a Leicester fan or you're a Sheffield United fan, then you want more football to dig yourself into, then yeah, come and join us for that. Thanks for watching. Take care. And we'll see you next week for the Championship predictions, week 19.